We're making a very special apple cobbler today. As you can tell, I'm doing half of caramel apple and the other half is just regular apple pie filling. Just packed in really, really good. Which means more fruit than syrup, which is always a good thing. Put that all in here. The last one out. So once that's all put together, I'm going to set this aside for a second. And then we're going to make our topping, which is half a stick of butter. And you're going to be adding half a cup of brown sugar. Now this could be light brown sugar or dark brown sugar. I'm using light today. And then you're going to be creaming this using an electric mixer. So make sure that that butter is kind of on the softer side. And start slow. Make sure you attack that butter. I guess the butter could have been a little bit softer, but I think that's okay. Because what you're doing is making like a streusel topping. There we go. Now it's creaming. Okay. Now that you've got the butter and the sugar all creamed together, go ahead and put this aside. And then we're going to add a packet of finely diced walnuts, a little bit smaller than chopped, and a box of Jiffy corn mix. Just the regular kind, not the kind that's like honey or anything like that. I'm just gonna add a whole box. And then what I got is, so the recipe called for oats, but I found these like really cool, like flavored instant oatmeal. And it did ask for instant oatmeal. So I'm gonna do a packet of the raisin, date, and walnut. Just to add a couple extra flavors. And then just some, your plain maple and brown sugar flavor. The original recipe called for just regular instant oats, and because these are flavored oats, I actually am using a little less brown sugar. The original recipe calls for a whole cup of brown sugar, but that's a little too much for me, so I kind of cut it down to half a cup of the brown sugar, and then those 2 packets that are flavored. I think that makes it just as sweet as the original, but without going and being too sweet. So you take your spatula, you're not really stirring, you're cutting, right? Because you're making it like a crumble. And if you have clean hands, you can kind of do this crumbling on your own as well. And then once you've got it to this kind of mealy texture, ooh, I saw a little chunk of butter over there. Gonna break that up as well. Go ahead and take that off. Finger. And then you're gonna bring back your apple filling, and then you're gonna take this streusel and dump it all on top. You see the little bits of dates and raisins, which are gonna go really great with the apple. So you're gonna spread that all around. Oh, that looks so good. And then this goes into a 400-degree oven, not 350, because you're not really baking this, you're actually just making the top really crumbly, for 30 to 35 minutes, and we will be right back. Ooh, look at this! It looks so yummy! You got the little bits of like raisins and dates and stuff. I'm so glad that I added that instead of just regular oatmeal. Let's go ahead and give it a taste test. Ooh, it's like crunchy on the top. It's kind of, it feels like a pie crust. Like it feels, I can feel the butteriness of it when I cut in. Okay, that's probably more than I needed, but get some apple and some of that crumble streusel topping, and I just don't want to burn my mouth. Oh my god, that's so good. What? Okay. I may have to eat this whole thing, it's so good. It's, the buttery topping is kind of like, because we're using that muffin mix and the oats and everything, there's like really light sweet taste. And then the apples are all in there. It's so crumbly, I can't even just stab at it, so I've got to like scoop it up. What does it remind me of? It's so good. Like just those like oat bars. It's super, super yummy. That's all I gotta say. That with like scoop ice cream, it's gonna be amazing. Such an easy recipe. I hope you try. I hope you really try it with like different flavors of instant oats rather than the standard oats. Gosh, we're gonna be donating the rest of this to a local community. And I hope you really, really try this recipe at home. And I'm so glad you came by. And thanks for watching.